Since the killing of Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, and too many others, people have taken to the streets to protest racial inequality and police brutality in record-breaking numbers. With anti-racist activists gaining more attention from wider groups, we want to explore what their lived experiences are like versus the way activists are usually seen.
We do this work so that we don't have to do it anymore. You know, I will be okay if I am told that I never have to write another book on racial justice if it's because there has been racial justice. As a white person.
Rachel Cargill, an activist and teacher, first gained her platform after a photo of her at the 2017 Women's March was shared.
The thing that made the most conversation was a sign that said, if you don't fight for all women, you fight for no women. As that photo continued to go viral, I just was invited to be part of more and more conversations about feminism, about race.
And with the recent wave of protests, she's gained 1.5 million new followers.
So much of what we understand as success in the world right now, whether it's the number of followers you have or, you know, the opportunities for press and media, me having a book deal to talk about race, only to talk about the things that are killing us, it is very much so a mind twist of, you know, what am I doing and how am I doing it and why am I doing it and to what end?
Ijeoma Oluo also had immense success in the wake of these tragedies. Her book, So You Want to Talk About Race, recently shot to the top of many bestseller lists 2 years after it was first released.
To realize that it takes, you know, the type of brutality we saw to get people to like suddenly realize they can have these conversations. They're willing to have these conversations. It can hurt to realize like, oh, people could do this. People can engage, and they've just chosen not to. Hurt a lot. You know, I'm just trying to leverage the attention that's being paid right now in hopes of getting real action.
You might think the idea of an influencer or using media to promote your own self-image or a certain vision of yourself is a new idea, but it's actually something that goes back as far as media itself. Think about the civil rights movement of the 1950s and 60s. Groups like the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, or SNCC, went out and had their own photographers and their own media coordinators so that they can control the narrative of what the movement was and what it looked like for broader audiences. For example, this poster featuring John Lewis and other student activists kneeling as they're praying. This poster sold out after they made 10,000 copies. This could be considered an early viral image.
This looks like it could have been made in 2020. It's so relevant to right now.